Hello, everyone. I'm Huggy Bear. It's been way too long since our last stream, Norbert, but now it is on. Oh my. Good evening, everyone. Norbert currently working on getting his audio through.
I didn't unmute myself. Huzzah! It's like classic.
So classic.
Oh my god.
We've all been there over the last couple of years.
All right, let me start over. Welcome everyone to the latest stream from Dr. Norbert and the Huggy Bear. I am Dr. Norbert coming out from London. I was saying how wonderful it is to be streaming again. I've been doing crazy amounts of real life events. I was in Adepticon 3 weeks ago, doing playing the whole convention, and then did an event in London the following weekend, and then another event in Stockport, which was the largest UK event so far. It was the first 2-day event that we had. It's called Spring into Marble, hosted by Tony Moore up in Stockport, Element Games. And my wife nearly killed me. So that's the limit as I.
Why was that, Norbert?
It was not pleasant, no. And she's very understanding. So this was definitely, it was just a weird set of circumstances that allowed me to do all three events at once. They weren't supposed to all happen, but they did. But it was definitely pushing things. But nonetheless, I'm still married. I still love her. She still loves me. And here I am streaming now, which is a far safer time investment at the moment. Huggy,
Everybody still loves MCP.
everyone loves MPP. It's you know me. I love MCP. You down with MCP? You know me. Don't you know? Come on, give me some flavor. Here you go. You let me rap all by myself. I need a hype man. You're supposed to be the hype man.
Yeah, hype man. Rapping is not really my thing.
No.
But speaking of
MCP.
flavor, we got some. I have the London Essence tonight.
Ooh, what kind of tonic?
Um, the London Essence.
Oh, that's what it's called, London Essence.
Yeah,
What's the?
pomelo and pink pepper.
Ooh, pomelo. Nice,
Yeah,
nice.
mixed with some Hendrick's gin
Hendrick's gin.
and a
Gotcha.
ton of ice.
That sounds really good. I definitely need to
Yes,
do these shows from your place from now on, I think.
you are most welcome.
I'm pouring myself a nice Guinness. I feel like a nice refreshing Guinness right now. And I've got a glass that just about holds it all. See, here it goes. Ooh, look at that. Oh no, not quite this time. Must have gotten a little bit extra. I love how the foam on the Guinness goes downwards first before it comes upwards first. I mean, leave it to the crafty Irish to figure out how to make air go downhill instead of uphill. I mean, what is going on? Um, where was I? Okay, so the big news is that this is the elimination round. This is the top 8 players, and only one of these people gets to continue. So this is really a crucial match for both involved. And we have the time showing because we actually are playing the elimination rounds with timers, chess clocks specifically. And this is just to keep the competition moving and to make sure that that the players aren't using every possible move possibility worked out before they actually commit to anything. It doesn't mean that they're playing speed MCP by any means. I think these times are very generous, but it just kind of keeps all the players on track. You have any thoughts about the clocks, Huggy?
I just agreeing that it's a very, very generous timer. It's just a way of working against those 4-hour games that we saw last season, trying to avoid those to maintain the entertainment value for outside viewers like ourselves. But yeah, I've actually found that in real life tournaments there is probably 90 minutes if you add some time for setup is usually enough. At least from game two onwards. First game is always a bit slower, but yeah, it's definitely enough for a game of MCP. And on TTS, there might be some lag issues and things like that. So, and this is also high level games, so it's perfectly reasonable to have some additional time thrown in there.
Yeah,
Uh,
totally. I totally agree. And as we saw on some of the bigger conventions, time does become an issue in real life as well. And so you may start seeing these at more competitive events, at bigger tournaments and things like that.
yeah.
Let's get down to it. I was informed that Liam had won priority. He's in blue. I'm not sure why his name's not coming up, but there you are. He's in blue. He what did I say? So he won priority, and Rich chose 19 points to play on. And it looks like which side's Liam on? Is it the blue side? Trying to
Uh,
I'm trying to see who picked which crisis. Let me take a quick look because we have demons downtown. So Liam has demons in his list, and well, so does Rich. Who has research station?
Rich is the one that has research station, so he obviously picked extracts.
Okay,
So that means Liam would have gone for secures.
yeah. Any idea
Um,
about why he might have wanted extracts?
well, Liam is running only single extracts. Alien ship, mutant extremists, and scrolls. Maybe Rich doesn't like that. Maybe he prefers faster scoring, um, given the fact that Liam is running a very tall Brotherhood roster here.
Yeah, holy mackerel. Let's take a look.
19.3 models. Yeah, he's.
Magneto, Juggernaut.
I'm not sure, but I think he's one of the
Wow.
developers of that play concept.
Of being really tall. Is that so? I don't know. I mean, I know Big Blake, of course. You and I streamed his last two games before the cuts happened, and
I'm talking about Brotherhood specifically.
oh,
The Magneto jugs and a third expensive model that rounds it out to the points level that you're playing.
yeah. Well, look, with researcher, which is what he chose, I can completely understand this is a great combination. You want to be in the middle. You want to get brawly, and you get to start moving that researcher over to the other side. Now, the other one is demons. No, what is it? Yeah, it's demons downtown. Same thing. I mean, this is ideal for a tall team to really bully the board, especially with Thanos.
Yeah, and it also looks like we have identical Thanoses.
Oh,
They
do
both
we?
have space, and reality gem. Um, so
So we have Star Lord, Drax, Reality Space Thanos. Yep, you're
yeah,
right. Rocket and Groot. Yeah, and I understand Rich's roster because I pinched it for my own use here in London, and I could completely understand if I had a narrow scenario like this, I would be taking the Thanos option out of his roster as well. And believe it or not, they've all lined up right down the middle. Huh? Go figure. He pretty
yep.
much it didn't take very long at all.
Very expected there. Well, so this will be a race where the furious Scotsman will try and kill all the English before they score out. Uh,
Huggy, getting right into the politics straight away.
yeah, and it's very fitting that Liam is in blue and Rich is in red. A
That
lot
is
of
an amazing. Wow, that is an amazing point of view there. Oh, that's so true. Yeah, so for people who don't understand, Liam is from Scotland and Rich is from the Midlands, hence Rich Mid, which is in England. Okay, so there's always a bit of friendly rivalry between the two countries. Let's see. I'm checking out the chat. everybody's declaring whether they're on Team Liam or Team Rich. Some are saying Team Traitor. Woo. Some people insisting they're going to still root for America, despite there being no Americans involved in this match. You know, like you do. Let's see. Merzane complimenting himself about how much time he's given all the players on the chess clocks. It's all good. All good, Merzane. What would we do without you? All right. Hey, Marcus is in the chat. Hello, Marcus. Cheers. Cheers to you. Cheers to everybody in the chat. It's really good having a very active group here, considering that this is the finals. There's the clocks. The clocks have started. I was wondering if they would be remembered. Let's take a look at the tactics cards while these guys are just deploying. We have on Rich's side, Indomitable, We Are Groot, Medpack, Field Dressing, Deadly Duo. Really no surprises there. All good cards though.
Yep.
On the left, we have Patch Up, Magnetic Refraction. I'm not sure that's going to be so useful. That's cover, isn't it?
Yeah, but that's very useful when you play with such tanky characters as Juggernaut, Thanos, and Magneto. It basically adds another -1 damage to the lot. So
yeah, but I would have thought that everybody would be within 2, and so
3. It's within 3.
No, but I mean like. Yeah. You have to be within 3 to gain cover. But I'm saying I think the fights are going to be so close to one another that cover will be discounted because you're within 2 of the.
But that kind of cover you get even when the opponent is within 2.
Right. Okay. Why does it say that?
Because it's only a terrain granted cover that is disappears when you're within 2. One of the criteria is that the opponent can't within 2, and on every other rule that says it grants cover, it also says that you don't get it if the opponent is within 2 of you, except for Rocket Raccoon, who I think always gets it as well.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so that's really interesting. I don't know if I've ever played it that way, to be honest with you, because I thought it was just you get cover, and so then all the other normal cover rules take place.
And you've been missing out.
I'm missing out
on the candy.
Asteroid M. Oh. Do you know who I am? And Medpack on his side.
We're seeing multiple early passes here by Liam.
Sure.
And he's positioned Juggernaut perfectly for Magneto to immediately Asteroid M and land on top of the researcher, killing a character, dazing a character, or possibly 2, depending on where Rich places his dudes.
So what Rich has done has put Rocket and Groot onto the back evac point, which is also, keep in mind, is also one of the demon portals.
Yep.
So they're going to be
very smart.
Yeah.
And note how Rocket is backstopping Groot, while also being immune to collision damage.
Right. Which is kind of funny because Groot's supposed to be protecting him, and yet here Rocket is protecting the big boy. All right, so and then he's put Drax on the researcher right in the middle. Drax is a good tank, not the greatest, but for three-pointer, he's been pretty good. So it's a good spot to throw him up there, and he hasn't gotten hit yet, so it's fine.
And it can really hurt to let him put a vengeance token on you.
Absolutely, that's 3 dice. That's a lot. And Rich is going to need that to kind of bust through some of this beef that's on the table.
Yeah.
Okay, looks like
Rich does not necessarily need to kill any of Liam's characters. He just needs to sort of stand off and score the researcher, which he's almost guaranteed to do, at least for the first 2 couple of rounds, because he has Thanos, and he will be going last. So he will be teleporting a lot of characters off of that objective. And then it's up to Liam to kill off as many of Rich's characters as possible, as quickly as possible, in order for Rich to lose the privilege of going last and putting the final touch to the board every round.
Right. All right, to catch people up, Thanos on Liam's side, the blue Thanos, He moved forward. Then he ported Groot forward with his little portals thing, and hit him. Not so great, not a great hit, but because he gets skulls because of the reality gem, he did 3 hits. Rich saved only 1, so Groot's taken 2 hit points. That isn't such a problem, but what is the problem is that Rocket now is without his bodyguard.
That is true.
Yeah.
Not too sure he will be getting Magneto close enough to Rocket without making a move, which I would expect him that he doesn't want to be doing because he wants to keep those actions for precious attacks. Possibly into Groot, possibly into Drax, but my guess would be take down Groot, put that deadly duo offline, and as well as We Are Groot. So, ooh.
Right. So what's happened is he then moved with the space gem. He's moved Magneto up, and he's contesting the back demons portals. I'm not sure he'll stay there, but nonetheless, it's now Rich's turn. Rich's looks like he's activating Thanos with his really swanky looking tools. I like that paint job on those tools.
So those are Rich's tools or Liam's?
I think they're Rich's, because I think,
all right.
Yeah, he's past the turn.
Mm.
Yeah, and Rich's clock is going. Another benefit of the clocks. All right. There he is. Move forward. He's outside of range, though, sadly. That can't be happy, but he can always just go ahead and move himself, because that's what Thanos does. And he'll be on the middle point, owning that point. But it doesn't look like Liam really cares about scoring points this game. Hey, it's Blake in the chat. Hey, buddy. Big Blake, one of the pioneers of the reality space gem Thanos. Now he can see 2 of his offspring battling it out. Unfortunately,
Yeah.
Blake got knocked out first round elimination. Somebody figured out his how to deal with his Thanos somehow. I don't know. I didn't see that match, but it was sad. Oh, there's Chewie, fresh from his ass whooping tour. I think he did 1 or 2 dates on the tour and then canceled. Sorry, Chewie. All right, Big Blake is saying he's on Team Liam. Everybody likes the big Thanos. Poor Chewie.
Yeah, that's not a deciding factor here.
All right. Looks like Rich's Thanos, Red Thanos, beat up Blue Thanos for 2 points of damage.
Yep. One Thanos has winging it tokens, and the other one does not.
Ah, yes, that is a great point. Oh, and it's on the overhead display. Big shout out to Carefree Llama for a wonderful mod, showing all the information you need right on the overhead display. Boom.
Fantastic.
Right. So
quite interesting that Rich did not save his Thanos for last, but rather his Star-Lord. But the smart thing here is that he has placed his Thanos in such a way that Liam cannot get his Magneto on top of the within one of the researcher with an asteroid M here because of how Rich has placed his Thanos. So if he wants to be scoring points, he's going to have to sacrifice or give up one of his very precious reverse polarity attacks.
Yeah. Just checking out the terrain. We have a size 4 truck that Liam chose. Liam won priority though, so Rich gave him that side. He's taken Red Thanos has gone ahead and moved Juggernaut as well as Magneto. That's Thanos for you, doing all the things. If he could only mix up G&Ts for us, Hugo, that would complete him as a character in MCP.
Yeah. Question is now if Liam's Magneto can put a serious dent into Rich's Thanos. Oop. Looks like we have a...
He's going to do the Asteroid M anyway.
Yeah.
Despite the suboptimal placement.
Yep. He's still going to get 2 reverse polarities with full rerolls into Rich's Thanos, and he has already used his winging it token.
So no rerolls for defense dice. Now he does get the skulls, so that's a big bonus. And he's got his invulnerability. Is it me, or is it I'm the only one who seriously loves the cream foam top on a Guinness? It's like one of the best parts of this drink.
Yeah, so note how Liam's Thanos used reverse Death's Decree there.
Yeah.
So
and he gets to re-roll all those blanks, and the crit still counts.
Yeah.
Or the skull rather still counts. Does the skull count if it's on a re-roll?
Magneto doesn't count skulls
that's a good
as successes.
Yes, you're right. I'm sorry, but if it were Thanos, does he get to count the skull if it comes up as a re-roll?
Oh yes, it's every time he rolls dice. The first skull is always treated as if it were a critical.
Yes, but what I'm asking is, if let's say you didn't roll any skulls, and then you re-roll and you roll one of those into a skull, does it count as a crit? Meaning, like, it doesn't explode, but it counts as a success.
Correct.
It does. Okay, yeah. Cool. So that was a lot of damage that first hit did into Thanos with those re-rolls, and he's done it again. That's perfect roll.
Yeah.
6 hits.
That's
good God.
Yeah.
But look at Thanos. He rolled some defense. He always gets the one off for his invulnerability. And he's sitting after that, still got 2 hit points left.
Here comes the truck.
Yeah, he doesn't have praise.
Through the air.
Thanos.
Oh my God. Will Rich have his Thanos days?
Yup.
Oh my God.
Boom.
Boom.
Wow.
Now he does have field dressing, but none of his characters have enough power to use it.
Yeah. Wow. Now, question is, could this have been avoided? You knew it was going to happen, but
he could have not activated his Thanos so soon. He could have done Star-Lord, perhaps moved up, put a shot into either Juggernaut or Liam's Thanos, and then gone last with his Thanos, so he couldn't have been struck and just teleported people off of the researcher, scoring it. But he chose to go for violence, and that has so far fired.
Choose violence. Exactly. This is the Big Blake method. Big Blake's from Texas, and he's like pretty much paraphrasing. Scenarios is for sissies. I choose violence.
So, Star-Lord bringing a gun to a Thanos fight?
Yeah, I know. He's got like a pop shooter. He's shooting little blanks at Thanos. You bad man. Bad.
That was not a bad shot.
Yeah, but Thanos shrugs that kind of stuff off. Come on.
I don't know. 3 damage, but Liam has a ton of healing, though. So
Liam's so the red Thanos is on 3 hit points left after all that.
The interesting thing here now is that Liam is going first again. So what if we see a Rich's Thanos KO'd here?
We see Rich leaving the series. Is what we see.
It's rather unlikely, but there is a possibility.
Well, the question then is, Rich is going to have to start playing for scenario, whereas Liam gets to just continue violence.
Yeah, and playing for scenario becomes a lot harder when you've lost your Thanos and the opponent has his still to go. But yeah, we will. Oh my God, Thanos is now incinerated. That is not nothing, but he will have a wing it token on him. I mean, dice in this game are swingy.
Oh yeah, definitely. It's not 100% yet.
We can see a 0 damage from Magneto, or maybe we can see Magneto can very well fluff his damage here, or he can just take down Rich's Thanos, and that's a decisive blow this early in the game.
Well, now here comes Liam. He's got to make a big choice here to activate. I mean, I feel like he's going to activate Magneto and just beat the crap out of Thanos, blue Thanos or red Thanos.
Yeah, it's either that or his own Thanos, but Magneto is certainly the one best positioned to try and get in the KO onto Rich's Thanos. He will have rerolls on his attack rolls. He can have Death's Decree. He can throw stuff. There are not that many big terrain pieces around. Only size 2s, as far as I can see. I'm not sure if he's within 3 of the big container up. Possibly not. But yeah, we.
Right. So that is Liam's activating his Magneto, and I think he got the buff from blue Thanos as well because he's rolling 8 dice here. So five hits through. Rich is going to roll his save.
Yeah.
And
oh my god,
does very poorly.
This is oh my god.
Oof.
Already 4 damage through. Oof. So and let's not forget that Juggernaut has an out of activation throw with Do You Know Who I Am? Not sure what that could do here though, because there are no throwing lanes through Thanos and Magneto there.
Let's see here. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 hits so far with the crit coming in. 5 hits now. He'll re-roll 2.
Notice how Liam spent power on Magneto to heal his Thanos up to full with patch up.
Patch up. Nicely
5.
done.
Shoot.
5.
This is
5. Did Rich roll? I don't know if Rich rolled. Did he?
Should be 3 more damage.
Yeah, he did roll that. So yeah.
Yep.
5
so
2 is 3. 7. He's got 2 left. Now here comes a car.
Looking at some sweaty dodge rolls. So Liam has power to, let's see.
Yeah, he's throwing.
He's
throwing the construct.
He's going to be able to throw at least 2 pieces.
Rich saves 2.
Which means he saves them all.
Yes.
Yep.
Because of the invulnerability. So that goes away. Now, I suppose the car, another size 2 going in.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Liam's got the power for it. All right, let's see.
Yeah,
Liam's
this is...
discussing it. Surely he's thrown that car.
Yeah, he's not going to have the power to throw anything else after that. So, if Thanos rolls...
Well, if he rolls
block,
in 1 block, he's
if
good.
he rolls 1 block, he's not going to go down.
Here we go. Come on, 1 block. Let's see 1 block. Yes, he got a block.
He's alive on 1. Oh my god.
Oh man, this is so good. Okay, Red Thanos sitting on 10 power.
Here's the Scotsman does not get his freedom yet.
No. He's got still some work to do. Now Rich is going to be like, yeah. He's going to have big balls Thanos now coming in there and doing all the dirty. I assume he's going to use Thanos. I mean, certainly he's going to medpack him. Or does he have the We Are Groot card? Yeah, maybe that has to happen. I don't know which is better.
The thing about this, though, is even though Rich's Thanos survived on 1 there and will definitely be getting some healing here, he does no longer have his portal.
Yes,
which
correct.
is huge here on Researcher.
Yeah.
So, and he has a ton of power, but he has not really. Thanos does not really have
a way to spend it without his
great ways. I mean, he can do boosted cosmic blasts. I
Can
think.
he boost himself or just other friends?
He can boost himself. He can boost his spender. He can spend between 1 and 3 power and add 1 dice per power. So I think he gets to 8 dice attacks.
So Thanos is going after Juggernaut,
That is.
which is interesting because
Mhm.
Thanos hasn't. Sorry, Juggernaut hasn't activated yet, which is trying to put him out of commission. He's also incinerated, which is helpful.
Yeah,
Uh,
and he's
ooh,
less good at defending against energy attacks.
mm, interesting.
Um,
And
but
does he pay for his invulnerability or does he just get it?
he has to pay for it, but he can reduce down to 0.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he's got the
Um,
Kingpin one. So looks like
so
Rich did 4 hits and 2 saves. Should 2 go through unless he pays for help?
yeah, um, he should be rolling 2 dice. Looks like he's rolled 3. Yeah, 2 dice through.
Big shout out to Rookie Boy.
Yep.
Rookie Boy is one of the elimination round players. He's from the Spanish meta, one of the most active metas out there. Where they're having a big event at the end of May. Unfortunately, I can't make that one. I was hoping to try to come to it in Barcelona, but if you want to go to Barcelona and play MCP with really cool dudes and eat fantastic food, you should go look up the Spanish MCP community. A lot of discussion going on Rich's time. So what's happened here? Did he throw him as part of part of the punch? He
No,
threw.
he has a push effect on his spender attack.
Oh, it was the spender. Okay.
Yeah.
So he's hit him and pushed him. He did 2 points of damage, slowed him, which doesn't really matter.
No.
And I'm not sure who he's doing his second attack. Not sure against whom. Let's see. 3 dice being rolled. So I'm gonna guess that's Thanos. Blue Thanos getting hit. Wasn't a great hit though. Only 3.
No, it really wasn't. But the block was not.
Not great either.
So damage on Thanos there.
Yeah, so he's not trying to do damage. He's really just trying to get these characters out of the picture.
Yeah, pushing them away as far as possible. Not that it's gonna do much since Thanos has his
Yeah, this is
Space
just
Jam.
it's kind of pointless. We should notice that Rich elected to move the researcher forward and a little bit to the right, interestingly, since he controlled it at the end of round 1. Ah, my friend Matt Alex from Adepticon. He went third. His team went third. For I think it was I forget who the other fellow is. The infamous MCP was his teammate in the team up event. He was playing, and him and his teammate went third in the team up event. I came second with Gil.
Yeah.
Gil from Denmark. You remember Gil, don't you?
Oh yeah, I know Gil. He usually comes over to our local events.
Yeah. He's like that.
You know, it's like a 30-minute drive from Copenhagen to Lund. So
Yeah. Well aware. Because of that very convenient bridge. When did that bridge open up,
yes,
Huggy?
in the year of 2000.
Is that right? Oh, not that old at
Yeah,
all. Wow. Oh God, it's 22 years ago.
yeah.
How does this happen?
I guess we're old.
I'm still worried about Y2K. Oh God.
Oh my God, that was such. Okay, yeah.
Whew.
Um,
Yes, Merzane,
so
I'd love
Liam
to
is
be at
using
NashCon. Oh,
the
sorry.
the range 5 to measure out what characters he can double punch with Thanos, because if you use a range 5 and a short move stick, I think that's the range for Space Jam plus Portal plus bases plus range 2 to see
Uh-huh.
if you can get within 2 of the enemy without using a move action,
Aha.
thus opening up for a double tap.
Gotcha. I remember that movie about the zombies. Uh, it had oh, what the hell is his name? Anyway, he was giving you some rules about how you should be dealing with zombies, And one of the rules was to always double tap. And
What's that? Zombieland?
yeah, Zombieland.
That was a great movie.
He goes, don't be cheap, okay, with the ammunition. Just double tap and be rest assured that you've alleviated the problem with the offending zombie.
And also do cardio. Ooh.
NashCon is going to be the next big MCP event, I think, in the world. It's going to be in August in Nashville, Tennessee. I think they got up to 64 players this time around from 32 last year. And so this is the second year running for it. So it's going to be one of the established events on the calendar between LVO, Adepticon, NashCon, possibly Nova Open. We'll have to see how Nova Open does. But those three that I mentioned are probably the biggest MCP events in the US. Run by very cool people in every instance.
Sounds like a blast.
And so I got distracted. So Matt Alex, he went third in the team up event. That's where I met him. Wonderful. He's always a big fan of the stream as well. Thank you for that. And apparently he is often in Boston, which is where my company headquarters are. And so maybe we'll get to meet up and play some MCP. Because you know me, I'm down with the MCP.
Who doesn't love MCP?
I don't know. I don't know. I was going to say something nasty, and I stopped myself. I was trying to stay positive. Be positive. Be positive. What the heck's going on in this game? Looks like Magneto is getting beaten up. He just took some damage. How's that possible? Maybe Liam passed. That's what it is. Liam has passed.
Yep.
And it looks like it might be Drax who is beating up on Magneto.
That is the case.
And Drax has a throw. One of the few people in Guardians that has a movement effect like that.
Interesting that he's throwing him away. I was possibly under the impression that he would throw him somewhat to the side or backwards to get him closer to his other shooty characters.
Yeah, exactly. Or at least throw him to the side so that he's, once Asteroid M is off the table, he's kind of sad because he doesn't get around the table very easily. Ooh, we've got the Adepticon winner in the house. Hello, Nate. Nate from I think he's local to NashCon, maybe Tennessee or Nashville. Not sure, but there he is. Welcome.
What's up, Nate?
Yeah, so Marcus from Cornwall, he is suggesting that blocking Judge is Juggernaut is the right move that Rich is making here.
Yeah, that is certainly a thing, but usually Juggernaut wants to be making a move action anyway to power up that strike, and it looks as though he might be able to use that move action to get past and then push himself.
Yeah, well, we'll have to see if that was the right call.
I would expect us to see Liam passing at yet another time. Yeah, and that's probably what we've seen now because Rich is activating a character.
Yeah.
Don't know which one yet. Judging from the range 4, it could be Star-Lord.
Yeah. I mean, what's the plan here? Is he going after Thanos, trying to control? I mean, control seems better, but he doesn't have a lot of control aside from, well, Drax and Thanos. Not Thanos anymore either, really, because he's flipped.
It looks as though he's focusing down Magneto here. But Liam Thanos has so much power now, so every single Guardian standing close to the researcher is just going to be teleported away close to the end of the turn.
So this is Star-Lord shooting into a Magneto. Got a good shot. I think he went full auto.
Yep.
Yep. So he's going to get some conditions. He dazed him.
Magneto.
Nice.
Yeah.
That's what Guardians does randomly. You know, they're a brawling team, and they have such a wide roster that you have lots of actions to do that brawling with.
Yeah, and those winging it tokens are so good. I mean, it's free rerolls every round.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Yep. And if you're playing a dice game, rerolls are good.
Dice consistency is a thing.
All right, so Juggernaut's finally going to get up there. I wonder if Liam made a mistake passing twice because a med pack healed Thanos, and then because of the pass, Rich was able to activate We Are Groot and heal another 3.
That was not because of the pass. That was immediately after Magneto's activation.
Okay.
So,
Nonetheless, he's healed him down to 3 from 8,
yep.
which is
Yep.
amazing.
Medpack plus We Are Groot.
Yeah. All right, Juggernaut's
But still, he's on his injured side, so no portal, which is and most of all, he has activated this round.
Yeah, well, that was inevitable because no pun intended. Because he had to heal him, or else he was dead. Not dead, knocked out. Nobody dies in Marvel. This isn't that kind of a game, ladies and gentlemen.
Nobody ever dies.
Nobody
and if
dies.
they die, they get resurrected or are still alive in a different universe.
Yeah. Marcus corrected me. He's not all the way from Cornwall. He's only made it as far down as Devon. That's okay, Marcus. Just keep migrating. You'll get there to Cornwall. And I don't think they have beef in Cornwall. I think it's all about the seafood. Correct me if I'm wrong. I'm still new here.
I wonder if Liam is eyeing to do a do you know who I am and throw Groot into oblivion.
That's very likely.
Long range, long move away, just bye, see ya.
Let's see. He's still activating. He's moved himself up. He probably used the superpower to slide himself into that position there with the push. So he'll have 1 action left plus possible cards. He's got lots of power.
Put an attack into someone. Wonder who? Possibly Thanos. Possibly Groot.
Yeah, you figure he'd just keep pounding on Thanos and then just hurl Groot into obscurity.
Possibly, but if he would somehow luck out and one shot Groot, then he would get to grab last activation this round. In addition to possibly killing Thanos, that's netting him all important points.
Well, it
because
looks
Rich
like
can
go on. Sorry.
Rich can still very well score the researcher this round.
Oh yeah, I'm certain that's what he's after. Because I'm not sure if Star-Lord is contesting or not. Let's take a look.
He's not. The researcher is underneath Juggernaut, and but I mean, if Rich scores the researcher this round, that's gonna be worth 4 VP rather than the 2 because it's gonna get it within 2 of the extract point on Liam's side.
Yeah.
So that would essentially take Rich to 10 points as things stand, which is definitely a good on his way towards scoring out, or at least staying ahead for the entirety of the game. But the attrition advantage is definitely on Liam's side, heavily so.
Yeah, yeah.
And he still has an unused med pack.
Oh, good point. Just want to clarify for the viewers what you meant by scoring 4 points. Technically, Rich would only be scoring 2 this round, but because it is then up against the evac point, next round he'll automatically get 2, no matter what Liam does. So that's where you're calculating 4.
Correct.
Okay. Right. So there goes Drax being pushed away. So that means he's not contesting that researcher any longer. And Liam still has Thanos to go after this. So that means he's going to move people off of that researcher.
Yep. Yeah, it's highly likely that Rich is going to be scoring it this round, but Rich does still have the chance. Groot is there, and he is healthy. as
Juggernaut.
well as Rocket, who can go last and double move to the Researcher, depending on what Thanos does with the Liam's last activation.
Yeah.
Probably he moves all the characters off. So yeah, Liam is absolutely heavily favored to score it. But if Rich would somehow manage to do it, it would be essential.
Okay. Juggernaut's still doing things. He's done his 2 attacks though. Oh no, that's it. He didn't use the "Do you know who I am" card.
Yeah, but it can be used out of activation, so he can do that later.
Yeah. All right, that makes sense then. No problem. Rocket's not moving. He's going for violence. He's got doesn't have a winging it token. So that's a little dicey. He sometimes randomly does tons of damage, particularly against me.
Yep.
For some reason. But usually with the rerolls is helping him. This time.
And his spender is very dangerous.
Oh, your Juggernaut's low against. Oh God, Rich, roll better, man. What's the Juggernaut's defense against energy? Just is it 2, 3, 3? Yeah, but he's incinerated. He's down to 2. That is bad. I'm sure Rich was hoping for a lot more out of that activation.
Lady Luck smiling on Scotland.
Yeah, for sure.
Freedom.
Marcus, how could I forget Cornish pasties? That's true. But you're in Devon. I don't know what they eat in Devon. So maybe they just migrate over the border, the pasties. I do like pasties. They're so yummy. I need to get down to Cornwall at some point once all the pandemic nonsense is kind of further calmed down, because there's such an influx of people right now into Cornwall. It's really kind of unpleasant to be there, I think. But eventually, I want to get back. We always wanted to, and never really happened, sadly.
So looks like Liam's Thanos is gonna be serving up Rich's Thanos to Magneto next round.
Oh my God. Just completely abusing all the Thanos things.
Yeah.
All right, so Blue Thanos, what's he going to do now? Move himself forward and then move Rocket off
I think
that
he
point?
already did move himself forward.
All right. So
but he can teleport Star-Lord towards himself to his face, but he could also just do work into Rich's Thanos, but probably saving him from Magneto. Might be a bit dicey. You shouldn't underestimate Thanos' defenses. And there aren't a ton of things to throw.
no, there isn't much left. The fountain is size 3, though. That's quite handy, but a bit too far away.
It's too far away. Yeah.
There's this little forklift here, size 2. That's in range. And this is probably out of range, but it's only size 1. I'm not sure why this is showing all these different codes and stuff now when you put the tool down. But
yeah, it sometimes bugs out like that.
Does it? Okay. Okay. No problem. Everybody in the chat trying to figure out how to do this. How Liam should behave here. It is very hard. I mean, that is the problem with the narrow lists, isn't it, Huggy?
Yep.
Every activation has to be
your activations, your actions. You need to get more out of each individual action than when you're playing a wider team.
Yeah. So Liam's been trying to figure out the best thing to do with Thanos at this point. It doesn't seem like a lot of obvious things, and so he's struggling to make the decision.
And this is a crucial point of the game. So
all right. He's going to punch Groot. When in doubt, punch Groot.
Possibly hoping to get the wild and throw him short, and then place him so that he's still within 4, so he can teleport him further 2 away.
Oh my God, 4 crits. or
Or
at least
possibly it was the cosmic blast.
okay. So Thanos didn't do so well. I think that's 3 hits, right? 1 skull and
Yeah,
the 2
and
successes.
there's no wild there,
Yeah,
so no push.
good. But Groot saved none, so he's taken 3 hits. Now, feeding power to Groot is always a bad idea. So if he survives this, it'll
Yeah,
be good times for Rich.
yeah, he has enough power for We Are Groot now, um,
Yeah, which will
which I
slow
think
Blue
contains
Thanos.
a possible throw. Maybe is that size unrestricted? Can he throw Juggernaut?
Ooh, oh, that'd be interesting.
Because that would be
Mm.
yep, size unrestricted, throw character M,
Boom.
automatic. So
All right,
that
but
is not something.
Blue Thanos still going though.
Yep,
Clock is ticking down.
and he can always pay the power on Juggernaut to use "Do you know who I am?" even if it's Thanos' activation
Yes.
as a backup plan, which would yes, that would most certainly put the We Are Groot attack offline. But this won't.
All right. So what is that? A portal?
That was a portal.
Okay. So Groot's safe from further punishment, unless he does the throw. And Thanos, he's clicking on Thanos for what though? Is he hitting Star Lord?
He's punching Rich's Thanos
Oh, okay.
with a good attack.
Oof. So 5 hits and no saves, off down one, so four
Damage. Ooh. Yeah. Making the job easier for Magneto next round.
Yeah. Is he gonna play the card or not? Doesn't look like it.
I would assume not, given the way things stand.
Mm-hmm.
But Groot could very well move up and do We Are Groot onto Liam's Juggernaut and throw him away.
Yeah. Yeah, it really depends on what he does now.
Problem is that that's not going to get any of Rich's characters onto the Researcher unless Thanos, for some reason, is within one of it, which I don't think he is.
No. So for people viewing who are missing out on this, the Researcher is right underneath Juggernaut. That's why you can't see him. Although you can see over his head, you can see the little Researcher symbol.
Yeah.
And it looks like, is he going to throw? He's going to portal poor Drax even further away. Oh, it's so aggravating.
Portal everyone. Yeah.
Oh, why is this unlimited?
Yeah, this is the part of Thanos that is maybe not.
No, it's not. They've removed. They clearly had problems with this issue with other characters in the game, and it's exactly the same issue. They should have just restricted him when they did the revisions. For the love of God! Right. So that's Groot moving himself forward. He's on the middle point, but not near the Researcher. Let's see if he's decided to do his spender and get Juggernaut off that point, and at least nobody score the Researcher. Yeah, sure enough.
Could throw him into Thanos if he wants to go for the damage, but I would assume he'll be throwing him as far away as possible.
Yeah, that's what I would do. 3 hits, so he's using the swinging token. That's 4 hits to 1 save. Juggernaut's going to pay to reduce it. And he's 4 out of 8. And he gets rooted. Boop. Come on, Rich.
So no, We Are Groot then?
Oh, he's thrown the root on Thanos. That makes more sense, actually. And that's it. He didn't throw him. What the heck's going on?
He did not do We Are Groot.
No.
Does it cost 5? No, it costs. It costs 5. I am.
Okay, that's what's going on.
Yeah, I am bad at maths.
Yeah. Okay. Putting a root on Thanos is not the worst thing.
It's not.
Rich has
For
got
sure.
2 more points, so he's on 6. Liam's got 3 because he's on the researcher. So 6-3 going into round 3. However, Liam gets to go first. And Red Thanos is sitting on just 2 hit points left.
Yep. So if Liam can get Rich's Thanos out of the game, as well as dazing or KOing another one of Rich's characters, then he can just switch to control mode, going last with his own Thanos every round, just portaling people off the researcher and scoring out the game.
But yeah, it seems to me
Sure.
that this was the breaking point for Liam. He survived all that, and after this, it's just going to be easier and easier for him.
I mean, theoretically, Rich's Thanos can survive with some insane dice, but it's so unlikely.
No. Yeah.
It's rather certain that Red Thanos will go down.
Oh, I see what's going on here. They have
Okay.
to move the researcher. So
Yep.
Liam's elected to move it off center, and within 1 of Groot.
Yep. Indicating that he's aiming to do a number into Sad Groot at some point.
Yeah, refraction is on the table. It's always on the table. Everybody's trying to fix Thanos now in the chat.
Yep.
I find this conversation so pointless. I know people love to talk about that sort of stuff, but if you're not a developer, who cares?
We'll see what happens.
Not to say that people couldn't be
Maybe nothing
developers.
happens.
I mean, it's not that you're not a developer. My point is that everybody can talk all kinds of stuff, and none of it matters unless you're actually in charge of the game and can make the rules change.
Everyone's always gonna want to change something.
Yeah, that's true.
So,
So whose time is going? Is it Rich's? Yeah. No, Liam's.
no, it's Liam's.
Liam's thinking.
He's starting. He's thinking. I would
Thinking.
assume that he would go first with the Magneto to take down Thanos, but maybe that's not what he elects to do. Maybe he looks by the hand movements that he's considering going first with his own Thanos, try and make him do the job. But it's a bit slightly dangerous to use his own Thanos, I think, because he doesn't have rerolls.
Yeah, and you want
He
to go
can flip
last
dice.
with Thanos regardless, right? I mean, this is
Yep,
the game plan now.
exactly.
Yeah.
And he has the health to weather most attacks, even though spikes happen, especially when you're playing Guardians. So Magneto, it seems.
Magneto into Thanos. Yes. Yes. This was inevitable. Is he going to throw him?
I think he's looking at the possibility of throwing terrain into Groot after Thanos has gone.
Looks like he could thread that needle, but I don't think it was close enough, right? I don't think the L stick was long enough.
You may be right. Hard to make out from this angle.
Hello there, Mowgli41. Welcome to the chat. First time chatter. Oh, I should do all the internet content creator stuff. Hit the subscribe button. Smash that like button. Leave a comment below. What else do they say? Go to my Patreon and give me money. Essentially.
Do you have a Patreon, Norbert?
I don't. I just like saying it. I don't need anybody's money. I'm doing this for fun. But do all those things because otherwise maybe you're not doing it right. I don't know. Leave a comment. I do like getting comments. I like having a chat. People are too busy for comments though. They do say nice things to me when they see me in person
Uh,
though. These random people, they're like, "Oh, I like your channel." That's always nice to hear, but no comments.
60 people in the chat. That's not bad.
60 people. Yes. Okay, but listen to me, Huggy. I found a new YouTube channel, or yeah, his YouTube channel. This guy has got 2 million followers. Okay. He's from Scotland. Go Team Liam. And guess what his channel is about? From Scotland.
Haggis?
Uh, good, good thought, but no. He trims cows' hooves for a living.
Oh,
Yeah, he's called the
2
Hoof.
million viewers.
He's called the Hoof GP, and if you like videos about like zapping zits and popping pimples, that sort of thing, if that kind of like grosses you out, but at the same time you can't stop looking, you should watch the Hoof GP because he takes it to a whole other level with these cows. You
Does
should,
he hoof it?
yeah, he hoofs it all right. Yeah, 2 million. Yeah, there you go, Chewy. Thanks for looking at that. Exactly, Chewy. I don't know how we were watching this very entertaining game with superb content from Sweden, coming straight out of Sweden and London, nowhere near what this Hoof GP does, who shows grotesque cow's feet getting fixed up and horrible stuff happening. Are we rolling dice? Is this happening now?
Yeah.
They decided to do something? Okay, cool.
Liam is re-rolling the attack dice. 4. Oh, that's
Magneto?
all blocked on the first roll.
Ooh, hey,
Ugh.
hey! You were just saying that Thanos needs some good dice.
One more fluffed attack, and Thanos lives. And this was the Death Decreed one. And Rich's Thanos still has his wing it token.
Yes.
This is not over.
Not over. Okay, second attack though. Here we go, and there's going to be some throws. At least one, maybe two, probably.
That was a good attack roll.
Ooh, that's 5, right?
Not a bad block.
5 blocking. Ooh, there you go. The winging it blocking 4 effectively. Unless the ringing it comes on now.
Oh, there he goes.
No, there you go. 7. 7 versus effectively 4.
Wing it token.
No,
maybe.
I think he's rolled him already, or hasn't he? But he's got. Well, he could roll
sure.
1. Is it going to help him?
Yeah, so he gets to 5. Yeah, that's still not enough because Liam has 7.
Wow.
Boom.
And he's rolling too many dice anyway, as it turns out. He's incinerated.
That's true.
Okay, but that was inevitable.
Yep.
All right.
Boom.
That was 2 attacks though. So Thanos, sorry, Magneto's gonna. I don't think he has anybody to throw, so he's just gonna have to call it a day. Yeah. Oh, yeah. And he's sitting on that back point, scoring big BBs. Yeah, guys, I think it was a mistake on Rich's part, but the result came out the same way. So, no biggie. Juggernaut, was that a patch up, or did he? What happened?
It was a med pack.
Med pack. Oh, he had med pack too. Okay, yeah, cool. All right.
Yeah, he had both of the healing cards.
Yeah. Now Juggernaut's gonna. No, this is Rich. Rich trying to see if Drax can do something. And I think, yeah, sure enough, Juggernaut's got the Vengeance token on him, so this would be a pretty big hit.
So it's gonna be a big one.
Yeah, guys, those containers behind Magneto are size 5, so they're not being thrown. He only has that forklift that you can see sort of on the left side of the screen, and a little, well, his own, what do you call these things? Construct. And then this little concrete barrier, maybe. Probably too far away.
Drax does have enough power to do his Titan Killer.
Yeah, that's a great attack. And I did one against Pat Dunford last week. And it was with Drax sitting on 4 damage, or 5 damage rather. So he had the maximum possible potential Titan Killer.
So it should be in that case, a 10 dice attack.
Yeah, it was 10 dice attack. It was awesome.
With a wild throw.
Yeah, Pat didn't like
on
that.
Juggernaut.
Pat didn't like that. at all. I made Pat slightly uncomfortable on his way to completely demolishing me. So that was a big win, honestly. All right. Come on, let's see. Rich is trying to figure out which angle he wants to punch Juggernaut in. I guess because of the throw. There he is, just in range. Yes.
Yep.
You're in range. We all believe it.
And he
And he's
also has a size 3 throw.
Yeah, nice one. That's good thinking, Rich. Good one.
Yep.
Size 3 into Juggernaut. There's no brace on the table, so that's good. But he's pretty good against physical defense, so see how much he saves.
Yep.
Ooh, only saves 1.
Not a lot.
So does he pay for the reduction? He does not.
Apparently, yes. Boom. And now the Titan Killer.
Yeah.
Titan
Exciting.
Killer.
10 dice.
It's time.
I want to see this. Dice be dice. And so how much has Rich sacrificed to the dice gods ahead of this game is the question.
He does not have a winging it token on Drax.
I thought he did. Ooh. All right, here we go. I hear a lot of dice being thrown.
Boom, 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 boom.
Oh.
He's got the throw.
That's terrible. Oh, the worst.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, it's less than half.
Yeah, it's one less than he should have rolled, possibly 2. But yep, that's not what he was hoping for.
No.
Throwing jugs is fun.
Who gets it though? Who gets hit? Magneto probably, right?
Yeah, I would assume so.
Let's see where that throw's going. Sure enough.
Yeah. So
Magneto that's a
trying
pretty
to avoid
hefty.
panels, but
I was saying Magneto is going to have to a big hit he has to avoid. That's 5 damage coming in.
oh, clonk.
Clunk. You sound like a comic book.
Yeah, gotta bring those sound effects. They should add those to the TTS mod. Pow, zap, oh,
clunk. All right, let's see what Magneto runs. He's gonna spend the money to use his psychic defenses, mystic defense. Well, he's got 2 crits. Let's see if he can roll them into something good. Otherwise, he's taking 3 damage so far.
Yeah.
Yep, gets 1 more. So that's 2 damage going in.
3 damage.
2.
2.
Yeah.
Correct. Okay.
That's it for Drax. Did he get a pass? He might have gotten a pass.
Possibly, yeah. Yeah, Liam's characters are tanky enough to quite comfortably weather any activation that Rich can make. I mean, Groot doesn't have enough power for We Are Groot. Rocket can do an attack. Star-Lord can do 2 full autos, but not likely to take down. Possibly Juggernaut with Incinerate, but yeah. So apparently not a pass here.
Juggernaut moving, so I guess he would get the power. Let's see if he gets the power. Otherwise, he might use the super. No, if he uses superpower first, because
yep, and looks like he did not. Oh, Rich checking for the traps.
The traps.
Booby traps.
Yeah, booby traps would have been nice.
Huh?
Oh, Juggernaut like going for the back point. Oh,
squish that raccoon.
Oh, poor Rocket. He's got so little hit points. He doesn't want to be anywhere near the fight. Look at them holding hands now, though. That's nice. I should move mine out of the way. Nobody likes the third wheel.
The deadly duo is still a thing for Rich.
Yes.
If Rocket somehow survives.
You go. Always so positive.
You didn't notice the sarcasm in my voice?
No, It says
Yeah. He may
Scandinavian.
very well survive. Yeah, that's certainly a
Scandinavian
possibility.
flat town is hard for me. Um, well, he defended really well. Rock on, Rocket. Look at
Oh
you.
my God, that's 4 blocks. He survived.
Wow.
Who's laughing now, Norbert?
Yeah, you are. You and Rocket.
Maybe he didn't explode his crits yet.
Oh,
He probably didn't.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That's 8 dice he's thrown though. Unless Thanos
Yeah,
buffed him.
but that's the amount of dice you get. Oh, did Rich roll too many dice again?
Oh no! After all
Oh, so he has
that,
to reroll.
oh,
No.
that's not gonna happen again.
Yeah.
Oh, that's sad.
Yeah, not with 1 dice. He's not gonna get 4 blocks with 1 dice.
I think QTR is the judge tonight. I think it was QTR. Forget who said it. Poor Rocket. Poor Rocket indeed. Rocket didn't stand a chance without his buddy there. Who's supposed to be the judge tonight?
Wait. So discussing something apparently.
Yeah. Juggernaut. What?
Mm-hmm.
Is doing it again? Rocket survived that? How's that possible?
Or did they just redo the entire attack?
Yeah, maybe they just rerolled the whole attack. I don't know. Something happened there. Something
Why?
weird. Checking to see if the judge is in there. No, that's the problem. There's no accuser in this match. No, they're playing it. They're playing it whichever which way they like.
Mm-hmm. Still a crit on Rocket there. So 4. Hey, he tanked it.
Did he? Come on. 1, 2, 3, 4 hits. He saved 2.
In spite of Incinerate.
What is going on here? That is unbelievable. I think Richard.
But Juggernaut can push himself into Rocket to do the last point of damage automatically.
Yes, yes. Juggernaut OP. Here comes the push. Oh, Rocket doesn't suffer collisions. That's
Yeah,
true.
but it's not a collision damage.
It's not a collision. He just takes the
It's
damage.
just
yeah.
It's just the damage.
Okay.
From the superpower.
Everybody correcting. Good old tank lords. It's a good thought.
3 power spent.
Here comes. Boop. Rocket. Yeah, it's gonna get rolled over like a steamroller on asphalt. It's gonna be roadkill.
Yeah. Roadkill. Let's not forget that Rich still has field dressing, though, but not enough power. Star-Lord does. He could do a hit and run and up next to Rocket.
Wake up, Rocket! Come on, we want Rocket. What does Rich need to do here? Try to take out Juggernaut? Oh, he's moving him again. Liam's doing some more funky stuff.
I think he is pushing him to try and get to. Yep, exactly. Get within 1. Does he do it? Yeah, possibly, maybe. I don't know.
Juggernaut's such a nuisance.
Did he get to within 1, or didn't he have the angle?
I don't know if he. Let me check. I would assume that. It seems like he's within 1. Yeah. The little symbols above his head.
Here. Oh yeah.
We're good. Oh, good.
No worries at all.
So, Rich, what does Rich need to prioritize? God, he's got all this beef on the table. None of them have a lot of damage.
He's still trying to get Magneto, but seems to be out of range there.
Yeah. Maybe focus on Juggernaut. He is half dead, or halfway to dazed.
Yeah, problem is he's gonna come back on his injured side, and Rich is really running out of time here.
Huggy, we're at 66 viewers right now. We need just 3 more to hit the magic number. I think that's when Twitch starts paying me the mad money. Yeah, I think that's true. You get all that pornography industry money that comes in when you hit those numbers.
You are such a dog, Norbert.
I'm trying to make a living. I'm just trying to get this content creation thing to work for me. I do have an OnlyFans account. People are interested in that. That's another way you can support the channel.
Dr. Norbert hot tub stream.
We could do it from the sauna.
Yeah.
Huggy, we should stream from the sauna one day. We'd have to leave the laptop outside.
Get some guy from Finland help us set it up.
Yeah, I'm sure in Finland they have sauna-safe laptops. That has got to be a thing in Finland. Who's attacking? Let's see. They're not using their little arrows, so it's very hard to follow these bad boys. They get in the heat of the game. They're forgetting their professionalism.
Star-Lord has spent a ton of power, so
he went into Thanos.
Probably him.
Yeah.
So he spent all of his power to put damage into Thanos, and so now field dressing is no longer online.
Yeah, not sure that was the right move. Poor Rocket. He's still flat in his pancake there in the back.
Mm-hmm. So only Groot left for Rich, and Thanos has to go for Liam. He could take out Groot here.
Oh, he dazed though Juggernaut as well, in addition to giving Thanos some damage. Ah.
Oh yeah.
Okay, that was a pretty good activation.
So that was
then.
what happened. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. Fantastic.
We got carried away by the sauna and the hot tub.
Yeah. Well, that's kind of an interesting thing. I'd like to see who's streaming from a sauna on Twitch now. Probably nobody. Oh man, I mentioned my OnlyFans account and it dropped down to 62 viewers. It's so ungrateful, these people. Who's going now? Whose clock is running? It's Liam again.
Yep.
Oh, activating
So
Thanos.
will he go for punching Groot or just controlling him?
Good question. Groot is sitting on 0 hit points of damage, and at the researcher, and is the last character for Rich to go. That's two turns in a row now. That 2 rounds in a row now that Rich has had Groot go last. Yeah, Matt Alex, it's definitely going to be an OnlyFans thing, streaming from the sauna. It's like a win-win for everybody. And no one's done it, so surely that'll be my way to get 2 million followers. If a guy cleaning cows' feet gets 2 million followers, surely a sauna stream should do just as well. The thing is I don't have a really pleasant Scottish accent and a bubbly kind of personality like that guy does. Maybe that's why he gets all those followers. I don't know. Okay, a lot of thinking. Thanos move. Okay, it looks like an attack. I hear some dice being thrown, so yes. Thank you, Liam.
Star-Lord.
Into Star-Lord. Star-Lord rolled poorly, if that's the roll. Not sure.
Does have a winging it token.
Oh, but that was a bad hit. Only 2 hits. Blah. 3 now.
And no wild for the throw.
Nice. Rich is still in it. Star-Lord is sucking it up.
Not sure if he's winging it or using plucky attitude.
Yeah.
Probably the latter.
Yeah. Yeah. All right, he's taking 2 hit points of damage. No problem. No problem. He's feeling limber. Ooh, I saw the Tomorrow War on stream last night. Did you see that
Uh-huh.
film on Amazon stream?
I did not. Amazon is not one of the streaming services I entertain myself with.
Yeah, sure. I get that. It isn't as much as the other services, but we get it as part of Prime delivery, so it's just there. Anyhow, Tomorrow War has the same character who played Star-Lord. I forget his name. Is it
Chris Pratt?
Chris Pratt? That's it. And it was a good film. I really enjoyed it.
Nice.
Yeah. Hey, Gil's in the chat. My teammate.
Hey, Gil.
He was wrecking face at Adepticon this year. He's doing great. He's living his best life out there. Okay, Thanos is moving Magneto forward, so this is Liam's Thanos.
Yep. Not sure if probably was Portal, because I think he already used the space gem on himself.
Okay.
Otherwise, he could have theoretically teleported Magneto twice. Should he want to?
Wow.
Setting up for a.
So he went with control. He went entirely with control. He's moved Groot out of the way and moved Thanos, Magneto into position. Yeah, and so Groot's not going to try to attack Thanos.
Yep. But he's going to need to be making a move in order to stop Liam from scoring.
See if he does it.
But it's a bit dangerous here, because if Groot manages to generate 2 power, he can use that to field res Rocket. But doesn't look that way with this roll.
Looks like he blanked it to do another attack. I thought he might have used the winging it token that time to try to get more power. Oh god. Groot flubbing it.
Yeah, that's no damage.
Oh god. That's what you think about Thanos. You need to do big hits, like single big hits, to get past his defenses and also his invulnerability. These little plinkers do nothing to him.
I'm not positive that was the
yeah, me neither.
The best
use of Groot there.
Yeah.
Right. That should be the end of the round.
Yep.
Round 4.
6-6.
6-6.
Priority still with Liam.
And the researcher gets moved where? Rocket needs an incinerate icon.
One thing that Liam could do here is activate Juggernaut first. Move up. Use Do You Know Who I Am on Groot. Throw him away, possibly into Drax. And then strike Rocket to KO him.
Well, okay. Let's see what she goes with. So he's moving the token forward, or backwards. Where's it going? Where is he deciding to move it? Playing it safe and just leaving it on his side? I've done that in the past. When I was playing Sin Cabal, I used to do that all the time. I used to bring it back towards my side to have the people keep coming back into me, because I wanted to have more opportunities to attack as opposed to trying to tank my characters on my opponent's side of the table, which wasn't what they were good at.
Right, so Juggernaut is now on his injured side.
Yes. So he's more vulnerable than Mystic.
Where he suddenly has a throw.
Yeah, he's got a throw randomly. He took his hat off and is able to see now, so he can throw things.
Looks like that's what we're getting. Rich can stop one of the throws with Indomitable, obviously.
Okay.
There we go.
Was this the push?
I think it's an advance because it's not entirely straight.
Yeah.
So he builds up power. He powers up his upcoming strike. But first, I would expect him to get Groot out of there.
Yeah, I don't know who's judging or if there's a line judge here in the chat, but the Rocket needs. Oh, there he got the incinerate. That's good. All good. So many people incinerated in this game. Huggy, do you tend to not put your people on demon points, and forego the point, but prevent getting incinerated?
Well, it all depends on the team I'm playing and what the general score is and what the game plan is and a ton of factors. Some characters are less attractive when incinerated than others. I mean,
not a good
a
look.
character like Hawkeye is great at sitting on an extract on a portal, being incinerated, keeping the distance from stuff. Voodoo is my favorite. He's immune to incinerate. Perfectly fine.
Yeah, sure.
But characters like, for instance, Black Panther hates being incinerated.
Just to update. Oh God.
Oh my God.
Oh Jesus. Well, okay.
Did he?
I assume that's a bodyguard into Groot. He's attacking Rocket, but oh God. That is a casual 10 hit points of damage into 2 saves, so 8.
And it's so an incinerated Drax, maybe?
I'm not sure. He pointed at Rocket. Yeah, it got bodyguarded into Groot. That's what I thought.
Yeah, okay. So casually knocking out Groot there.
Ouch. Yeah, the dice have. I mean, Liam's played a good game, obviously, but the dice have definitely been in his favor a little bit, and not so much for Rich.
Lady Luck smiles on Scotland.
Yeah, he's sacrificed to the right gods. He still remembers the old gods up in the heaths, in the highlands. I'm not sure where he's from. You ever read that book, American Gods, by Neil Gaiman?
I did not.
There's a TV show.
Probably should.
On Amazon.com. Yeah, nice. It was a really interesting take. Basically, it's talking about all these remnants of ancient gods from various different religions that are very low power in America because they don't have enough worshippers like they do wherever they came from originally. So it's really interesting because Neil Gaiman reimagines these various gods into like modern day characters who try to like live amongst us, basically. Oh gosh, who just got thrown all the way? Is that Drax or Star-Lord? It is Drax.
I mean, Groot is gonna come back here with field dressing.
Aha! Who's gonna do the dirty? Rocket.
Yeah.
Rocket will shoot a bunch of times and field dressing him.
Or Star-Lord.
Or Star-Lord. Yeah, but it has to happen much later, and I'm not sure which one of those two are gonna survive a couple more hits from some beefy boys.
Yeah, I'm a bit confused why he didn't throw Groot away and finish off Rocket there.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe he forgot about some interaction or forgot that he had the throw.
Huggy, we've hit 69 viewers. That's it. Get ready.
That's it.
That's it. We're in the money. We've gotten all that money, that Twitch streaming money, coming our way.
Winner takes it all, Norbert.
Yes. I'll share some with you. I'll share, you know,
Ka-ching!
ka-ching, 69 viewers. This is when the Twitch, they tell me all the things I have to do to try to get money. And this was on the top of that list. So
Fantastic.
we did it. And it took a top 8 season 7 game to get there, but I'm very appreciative. I'm going to take this moment to thank all the fans out there, of all those people who hit the smash the like button.
So, do you know what's our streaming record?
Terrible.
Is this it?
It's just terrible.
69?
Oh, no.
A record number of
I think so.
stream viewers.
I think at live, maybe. We'd have to check some of the last season's finals games because we did quite well there.
Yeah.
I don't know about like at any given time. It's usually in the 50s. Maybe we should do cow hoof trimming on the side, like in between rounds or something.
Yeah. Or you could just clip your toenails.
Yeah. Why does it have to be a cow?
Oh my. What if?
Go on.
What if?
Yes.
What if one of the Guardians has a really big activation here and just casually takes out Thanos or Magneto?
I don't know.
Then it would be on again.
Field dressing got used. Groot is awake. And looks like he's moving on to the researcher for some reason. Maybe he wants to throw somebody. He's sitting on 10 power, so he should be doing all the things.
One would assume we are Groot.
Against who?
No, I mean, I am Groot.
Yeah, I'm Groot against Thanos, right?
We aren't Groot. I am.
I am Groot. I am Groot.
No, I am.
Is he spending the... Ooh, he's reduced his hit points somehow. Oh, by healing himself, of course.
Yep.
All right, so he's healed himself and put
Groot.
Root back on Thanos.
Yep.
So
and let's see who gets it.
Spender.
Who gets
Spender? Let's get some arrows. Who would you do? Magneto.
Magneto. Yeah, he spends, so that he has 5 defense die with the Incinerate.
Not a great save. 2 saves so far. Oh, nice hit though. Pow.
Boom.
Yeah, that's good.
Oof.
That's
and
good.
Then a throw on top of that.
Throw in a stagger.
Yeah, that's throw in a stagger. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
nice. It's a great spender.
Not bad. It's a short throw, I think.
No, it's medium.
It's medium.
Yeah, it's a bossy spender.
Yeah.
That's why you're not supposed to give power to Groot.
This could certainly have been avoided by Liam if he had thrown.
Groot
he
away. Can't throw. He can't throw him because he paid. Yes, thank you guys.
That's true.
That's too bad. But he gets a stagger. That's something.
Mm-hmm.
If he hits him again, maybe it'll be all right. But he's got lots of power to help himself.
Because he moved.
Oh, he moved. Bugger. Yeah. Okay. And he's sitting on... Well, he's got 3 hit points. Okay. Mm-hmm. Does he do a pass or does he get going?
Liam's Thanos has a great opportunity to punch Groot into Star-Lord when he decides to activate. It's kind of dangerous passing here now, I think, but... No,
it looks like Liam's going. His clock's going.
Yeah. Time to do a number on Quill and Groot.
Quinn. Is it Quill or Quinn?
Peter Quill.
Peter Quill. Okay.
Star-Lord. Intergalactic Outlaw.
Oh, it's such good films. They did such a great job with them. Man. So who is this? Thanos? Attacking? 6 dice?
Could be Magneto.
I think it's no. I think it's Thanos.
Yeah, it's Thanos because yep. So that would be 6 successes. And clonk, that Groot thrown into Star-Lord.
Yeah, I guess so. That's a dazed Groot.
Yep. Let's see the dodge roll on Star-Lord. Not bad.
Good. No. What's is winging it? Does his thing about rolling no shields, does that count against dodge rolls or is it only against attacks?
Not sure. Let me check.
Thank you.
Star-Lord.
Yeah, Star-Lord's only got 1 hit point left.
Lucky attitude is only when attacking or defending, not dodging.
Not dodging. Okay. So he must use a winging it token there.
Yep.
But he's only saved 2.
Yep.
And Groot is what, size 3 or 4?
3.
3. Okay.
So Thanos needs to punch Star-Lord here.
Yeah.
Boom. That should do it.
Yeah. Yikes. Okay. This was what the chat predicted was going to happen. 2 dazed characters right at the top of the turn here.
And then possibly portal rocket further away from Magneto. So he doesn't spike him to death.
Yeah. Yeah. And Drax out in Siberia up there.
He could also portal Magneto backwards if he likes.
Captain Diesel, Drax is all the way at the top of your screen, just underneath the red timers. Yes, but he might as well be on another map, as Andre said.
In Africa.
Hey, and good call, Huggy. Rocket did get moved backwards.
He's Drax is blessing the rains up there in Africa.
Yeah, he's visiting Wakanda land.
Yeah, it's gonna take a lot to drag him away from there.
Yeah, he's just gonna walk twice.
It's something that 100 men or more would never do.
Look at you channeling Drax. Amazing.
Yeah, it's gonna take some time to do the things.
All right, Rocket moving back into position onto that point, and then he'll be in range of pretty much anybody who wants to attack. But I imagine it'll be Magneto now, since Magneto's the last one to go. Just notice that Liam has used that "Do you know who I am" card, and so all cards are off the table there. And somehow Rich is still holding on to his deadly duo.
He did use the do you know who I am to throw Drax out to Africa. And interesting that he elects to do his attack into Thanos here rather than Magneto.
Oh God, really? Huh.
Yeah, because Magneto could very well, he's out of the game if he goes down.
Yeah.
And it's easier to kill somewhat. Maybe not, but the damage reduction on Thanos is a thing, and
yeah, that's it. Four hits and
4 versus no block, so 3 damage. Oh, that's gonna
was it enough? I don't remember. Oh, Rich was hoping for that. God, I'm sure Rich is aggravated. Oh. All he's got is Drax left in nowhere land. Oh, he's such a bitch.
Yeah.
That container is size 3. You can toss that maybe. I don't know.
Yeah, cover did it. He's making all his nowhere plans for nobody.
Gosh. All right, so who is going? Drax.
Drax is the only one left for Rich.
For Rich, yeah.
So unless Magneto dies here, which he won't, Rich will actually have priority next round. And Thanos only has 1 damage.
Yeah.
Left on him. Just saying.
It's interesting. Maybe that's what Rich's plan's been all along.
Groot is going to be able to We Are Groot again. Star-Lord will have a ton of power. Yep. So yeah, there is some damage potential there. I mean, could he possibly kill? Oh, Magneto apparently did activate.
Yep.
So no, not priority for Rich.
Drax looking like he's gonna try to go for that researcher because right now. Oh no, Groot is dazed, so he's not helping.
Yes.
I should hope a deadly duo thing happens this turn.
Yeah, that's not gonna happen since Rocket and Groot are too far apart.
Oh, they'd be within 2, do they?
Yeah.
Yeah. Might be worth throwing away that point on the back to get that deadly duo. Okay, Drax moves on to the point.
No one's gonna score the researcher.
Yeah. No, what's it? Oh, because Magneto's injured, isn't he? Oh, sorry. Yeah, so no one scores. Wow. That's the end of round 4. Points is 7-7.
Yep.
This is really just an attrition game. The points are just there kind of for show.
It shouldn't have been. We didn't expect it to be, but it turned into one of those.
All right, Matt Alex is predicting Groot and Star-Lord getting knocked out.
Yeah. I would not argue otherwise.
Yeah, who's going to do it though? Magneto again?
In order to do both, it's going to have to be Thanos. And he has only got 1 damage left on him, so if he doesn't do it, he's running. He's probably going to daze himself from bleed.
Yeah.
That's a 3rd construct. Judge.
Yeah, I don't see how Rich is going to dig out of this. He could take out Magneto, maybe, but then and Juggernaut's on his injured side, but nonetheless still sitting on 8 points of damage. But
okay.
Hey, there's Morgan. Morgan's in the chat now too. Big Morgan, coming straight out of Australia. If we get to stream an Australian game, I got some special ties from Australia I'll wear.
Ooh.
Yes.
I'm intrigued.
Yes, they're like Aborigine art type of ties. I have 2.
Looking forward to it.
Okay.
Make it happen, Morgs.
But yeah, come on, Morgan. Play in a time that we can actually stream. Do it for the fans.
Do it for the fans. So that Norbert can win all the ties.
Yeah, all the ties. All the Twitch money. Magnetic refraction back up again on Magneto.
Yep. Thanos likely to punch Groot. Hoping to throw him into Star-Lord.
Yep.
We'll see what the Scottish dice has to say about it.
Yeah. Has he sacrificed enough?
Mm-hmm.
Has he poured enough whiskey on the ground in libation?
Has he made enough spears? Oof.
Okay, here's some dice. I see Rich rolling 1 die. No. Oh my God, Liam. What are you doing?
Okay, so maybe he did do the Cosmic Blast. Oh, oof, that's a lot of damage.
Oh my God. 6
So it looks
points.
like a boosted Cosmic Blast.
6 points, no
Or am
saves.
I?
So I think all go through into Groot, right?
Mm-hmm.
And he's got wild, so the throw happens, right?
Yeah, but since Rich only rolled one defense die, I'm assuming this was an energy attack, which would mean that it's a Cosmic Blast that he boosted
Oh,
with additional dice.
so no throw,
Yeah, exactly.
just a push. Got it.
So that means Star-Lord is not going down.
I thought I heard tick
Now,
mark sound.
this is dangerous for Liam, I think.
You think?
Yeah, I really don't think it's over. I think that Magneto can very well get KO'd.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and then Rich can score a lot of points. I don't know if he can probably can't get the researcher within one of Liam's extract point. But I mean, we only got one turn to go.
Yeah.
So if he scores enough points, let's say he manages to score, yeah, the researcher
Ooh,
and
ooh, ooh,
2
ooh.
points. That would
4 hits? No, 5 hits. I was gonna say 3 saves. Not enough. So I think that's. I'm gonna assume that's Groot again. Let's see. He takes the damage. God, they're talking a lot.
Yeah, I'm not sure if he maybe Liam wants Groot to be thrown into Drax rather than Star Lord, but I'm not sure that's possible given the way the bases are lined.
Yeah, I'm not sure. There's a lot of chit chat though. You see clocks, Liam's clock running down fair amount. Rich has got double the amount of time on him. So this shows you how some people, not Liam specifically, just in general, and when you're playing a game, how one side might take more time than the other. Oh God, look at that. Poof. 4 hits, 5 hits. I'm still not sure what's going on because I don't see anybody taking damage. Yeah, there it is.
Groot.
Groot's off the table. He needs to take a hit point to show the knock. There it is. Done. Huh. Okay. That's Deadly Duo off the table as well.
Yeah. And apparently he did get thrown into Drax, and that was a dodge roll we saw there because Drax
Okay.
took 1 damage,
Right. Got it.
which was huge.
Huge for you. Huge
So
for you,
huge for Rich, who
Rich.
can now use
Yeah.
uh, Drax to try and take out Magneto
Yeah.
or Star Lord.
Yeah. Hmm.
Star Lord would be my guess.
All right. This is should
So
be the end of Thanos' activation.
Thanos, yeah, and he should daze due to bleed. Yep,
Aha.
there goes.
So he didn't care about that.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Yeah. So now focus on Magneto with Drax.
Yeah, either Drax or Star Lord. Um, Drax has the power to go do a Titan Killer, which would be a ton of dice, given that he has 5 damage on him. He would not get to throw Magneto because he's going to be paying power for his superpower that does not allow him to be thrown. Increases his defense die.
I don't know. He's trying to get that throw to happen as well as hitting him, and I don't think that's gonna work, Rich. I'm sorry, man.
Looking to see if he can, yeah, both get the throw and an attack.
No.
Probably not.
Possibly. Why doesn't he just throw the other guy's construct? He could throw the construct. I mean, it's one size less, but it's achievable. Rich is thinking. Got all the wheels turning. There's smoke coming out of
And
his
again,
ears.
if Magneto doesn't go down this activation, I'm quite certain we'll be seeing a KO'd Star-Lord.
Yeah. Sure. Do you think Star-Lord would be better activated here to try to take out Magneto?
I don't know. I think Rich wants to save both Star-Lord and Rocket to put damage into Juggernaut, maybe. But if Star-Lord is certainly better equipped for taking down Magneto, I think. Given that he has a winging it token, given that he's going to get 2 attacks, given that he has enough power to do 2 full autos if necessary.
Yeah.
But Drax has been chosen.
Okay. He took Jax, put him on the researcher and the center demon portal. And it is gonna
paid for the Titan Killer, so
okay. Oh, and he's got 5 hit points on him.
Home.
Yeah. So this is maximum output potential.
Go big or go home.
Yes. All right, Huggy. Here we go. 10 dice, I think it is. Man, again with the less than average. I mean, good lord. Come on, Rich. You need to.
That's not less than average.
Well, because of the crits. Because of the crits.
Yeah, but even without the crits, it was 50%.
Well, this is supposed to be an attack-oriented game. Well, that's Mags out, though.
That did it.
Boom.
Oh my god.
Got the job done.
Yep.
Drax.
All right. So, yeah.
So that just happened.
So, what now? Jugs could take out Rocket here.
Yep.
And then Star-Lord. Because the problem is maybe there are so many levels here right now. Jugs can automatically take out Drax with a push by pushing himself later after, like walk up, kill Rocket, push himself into Drax.
Yep. So they did that.
He's going for Star-Lord. Gonna try and kill Star-Lord instead. So yeah, maybe.
He moved once, got the power that he gets from moving. And question is, like you said, who's he going to attack? I mean, it would have to be Star-Lord.
Star-Lord most certainly, because Drax he can kill automatically with by pushing himself into him.
Yeah.
And he needs to do 4 damage to Star-Lord here. He has a superpower throw as well, so he has more options.
Yes.
He can just throw Drax into Star-Lord.
Ooh, not a good hit there. Juggernaut.
Nope.
Rolling 2.
Not
see if the crit,
at all.
See if the crit hits.
Yeah, so no damage. Nope.
Whoa. What's happening here? What is happening here, Huggy? This game's supposed to be over.
So Drax will fall asleep, but I mean, 2 attacks from Star-Lord and Rocket
could do it
into Juggernaut, who is incinerated. This is not.
Oh, he's throwing Drax. He's throwing Drax, so he'll take the point there. But then Star-Lord needs to dodge. Let's see how he does. That's 3 points that he has to dodge, and he dodges.
Think here. If
taking 2.
Okay, so that is the perfect result for Star-Lord, because he now goes up to 8 power. So he can afford 2 full autos plus 2 plus what's it called? Fire hit and run on the second one to put himself on top of the researcher. If there's room for his base there. So if he can, he only took 1 damage for some reason. Maybe he rerolled. He used the wing token to his own detriment.
Why?
it would have been better for him to take 2 damage because he would have then
had more
been
power.
able to afford 2
Yeah.
full autos and
Yeah.
a hit and run.
Yeah.
Had more power.
Yeah.
So I mean, 2 attacks from Rocket into Juggernaut.
Yeah, I
Then
think this
2
first
attacks
one's the
from
spender.
Star-Lord. Because if this takes out Juggernaut and Star-Lord gets on top of the Researcher, then he will be scoring 4 points, which Thanos cannot physically score back next round. So that would seal the game for Rich.
Wow. That would be amazing. All right, so we have to take Juggernaut down, is what you're saying.
Juggernaut, if Juggernaut dies, I think this is game for Rich. Who Rich is going to win.
So that
if
was
Juggernaut lives,
Mm.
it's a different story, obviously.
Okay, so that was the spender, the first attack. Now the second spec, the normal attack. He's only rolled 3 hits, 1 save. Juggernaut pays to reduce it, so now he's on 4 out of 8. And that's Rocket done. Yep. And now Star-Lord.
Still all according to plan. But yeah, a bit frustrating that Star-Lord does not have is 1 power short of being able to do 2 full autos and hit and run.
Oh god. And 1 hit too. He could have re-rolled all those otherwise.
Oh no, yeah.
So annoying. And he's put a bleed on him.
And if he had had 1 additional power, he could have done another one of those. But now he's going to have to do a normal attack, or yeah, he does another full auto and won't end up on the Researcher. So no one will be scoring that, unless Juggernaut lives. In which case, I think this is game in favor of Liam.
No, these
Oh,
rolls.
yeah, that was. He did do the hit and run. It was a normal shot.
Yeah.
So no one will be scoring the Researcher then. But Liam is getting. They're getting 1 portal each. Yeah. Whew.
God, 8-8 going into round 6. But I think that's it for Rich because he needed to take these people out.
Yeah, because now Thanos will wake up, and he can arrange both Drax and Star-Lord in a way to throw them into each other. So, I mean, sure, Rocket can possibly do some damage to Juggernaut, but that's not gonna matter when both Star-Lord and Drax are dead.
Do you think...
in case that... I'm not sure. It's not certain it's gonna happen, but...
Do you think this, what just happened, illustrates the problem with playing Guardians?
What
Dice.
problem with...
They're just about dice.
Yeah, but they have dice fixing. Probably the best dice fixing in the game, since they can put it anywhere, anytime. Well, in any power phase. So I'm not sure, but both players are playing the dice game here.
Yeah.
And Rich did have the chance to play this as a control game, but he decided to use his Thanos aggressively, which cost him to lose him early.
Yeah, we have to ask him about that. Oh, there's a lot of chit chat, but no clock moving, which is a no-no. That middle clock should be moving during this chit chat. Come on, fellas. At this point, this should be on somebody's time. Again, there's no accuser in there, no judge keeping control of this mayhem. This is what happens. Look, they're still chatting away. No clock. It's already 2 hours into this game, for heaven's sake. Oh, yeah. Big Blake laying out the he's preaching. He's preaching right now about violence. Oh my goodness. They're probably talking through like how this is supposed to go instead of just doing it. And it's off clock. Although they have an hour There we go. Clock.
There we go, clock. Let's see what Liam does. Did he pass?
Don't know. Those are his tools, though. That was his tool. So he's probably doing that trick you were talking about, using the 5 thing to measure where he could move. All right, he's activating Juggernaut.
Ah. And let's remember that Thanos does not have Portal anymore.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So was Juggernaut pushing himself into Drax, maybe?
I don't know. That was weird. Oh, now I hear some dice.
Possibly doing his spender, or just a push.
I hear dice. Oh, God. 6 hits.
Yeah, that was certainly a spender.
With 3 crits.
Boom.
Liam's luck. Oh my God! There you
go. That could do it.
7, 8, 9 hits.
Drax is incinerated, so no blocks. Oh, that's one dead Drax. He has a wing token, but that's not gonna do it.
No.
Not gonna be enough.
Boop.
So
goodbye. Knocked out.
Goodbye.
Goodbye, sweet prince.
Okay, so it was a normal attack, not a spender. Okay. So probably doesn't have.
Was he got the Death Decree on him from Thanos? It's extra 4 dice, isn't it? On the side.
Yeah, that could be, but he generated power from So so maybe he just did a Death Decreed strike, and now he could do a spender into Star-Lord, maybe, or did he choose to move? Hard to tell.
He's using a throw.
Apparently throwing Star-Lord.
Yeah.
Whoop.
Yeah.
Adios.
Adios.
But Star-Lord can just hit and run back. Well, would force him to do a normal attack rather than, but he still can't afford 2 full autos.
Because right now, Liam is scoring 3 points, isn't he?
Correct.
Rich is
as things stand.
Yeah, Rich only scored 1, possibly 2 off the back point. So, yeah. Does he attack? I don't see attacking making a difference. This is round 6.
It's highly unlikely that Star-Lord takes down Thanos.
No.
By himself. That's not
a thing.
I mean, theoretically possible.
I mean, Rich would have to take out both characters here to score a point and win.
Yeah.
Well,
big decisions.
Yeah, big decisions. It is annoying. I mean, if Thanos can't move other people around, so there's that. But he's still quite powerful. He can hit hard.
He can move himself around
Mm-hmm.
once. So, I mean, if Rich decides to go with Rocket, Thanos can teleport himself towards Star-Lord, make 2 attacks into him, possibly taking him out, sealing the game that way. If Rich decides to go for Star-Lord, Thanos can teleport himself, move, or possibly doesn't, only needs a move to go to Rocket and do 1 big attack to take him out. However, if that fails, yeah, your guess is as good as mine.
Yeah. It has to go perfectly for Rich.
It does. And he only needed slightly better dice.
Yeah. Definitely would help.
Or remembering to not re-roll his defense dice so that he got that extra power
Hmm.
to hit and run after doing two full autos.
Mm-hmm.
Could have worked, maybe.
All right. Rocket into Juggernaut. Not sure.
Mm-hmm.
Ah, boring. Ah, where's the
Womp
drama?
womp 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 womp.
Yeah. Oh, Rich. Oh, God. He saved 2, and he's got plenty of power to reduce it, so he's really saving 3. So even a winging it token's really not going to make sense. All right, here comes the other attack. Come on, where's Rocket when you need him? All crits. No. 3 blanks. Oh dear. Rocket did not do it.
No,
Huh.
not even nearly enough.
It's 2 turns now that Rich has needed this to happen, and
Yeah.
it's just not happening.
So what I think Liam does now is he space jumps Thanos towards Star-Lord.
Mm-hmm.
He boosts Cosmic Blast, hoping to get the push.
Mm-hmm.
If he gets the push, then Star-Lord is pushed away short. He can then move back to the Researcher, and Star-Lord cannot get onto the Researcher. And Liam will have 2 characters on it, so he will be scoring it, thus taking the game home.
Mm-hmm. Actually, he just daze Rocket or Star-Lord. I suppose your way is going to be more guaranteed.
That works. That works too. But
yeah.
dice are dice, and
yeah. Well, he's done hit him.
that could do it. 2 crits. Yeah, that's
5, 6 hits. Yeah, Liam's dice have been helping him every day, all day.
Rich could use Plucky. He has winging a token as well, so and that's still not enough. He needs another block to survive. But Liam has gotten the push. So if he just moves back to the Researcher, he has sealed the deal.
So I think he used a plucky attitude there to reroll. And he's rolled himself 2
Seems
saves.
that way.
So not much help.
No, but he could use the wing it token to survive. But I mean, the game is over otherwise, so why not? That's it.
Yep, that's it. Pence it.
Star-Lord dead.
Boop. And that's it. He just sits on the point. He scores 4. Wow.
Yeah, that was real tense towards the end.
Yeah.
Definitely. But it was
could have gone an entirely different way.
Lots of unexpected turns to this game.
For sure. All right, chat. Don't leave just yet. We're going to go in to speak to the 2 players and hear their thoughts about the game. And if you have any questions for those players, please do put them into the chat, and we will try to read them out. So, Huggy, shall we go over to their room?
That we shall.
All right. See you there.
Deadly Duo, which I did for the time that I had it to stop. Because I think if you got Deadly Duo off that turn, that you brought Groot back and moved him in, I thought you were actually going to go with field dress him, move up Rocket a bit, and then do 4 shots, and then make pave way sort of thing of damage. But
Don't know if he had enough power left on him. I can't remember.
but you'd had to move, shoot, do 1 damage, and then hope for the.
Hey
Yeah.
guys, this is Norbert and Huggy. Just want to let you know you're on the air.
Norbert, Huggy, how you doing?
Yeah, good. Can we ask you some questions, or did you finish that statement that you were making?
No, absolutely. Yeah, absolutely. Fire away.
All right, fantastic. Well, look, first of all, thank you both for an amazing game. Loads of people in the chat watching this time. Really interested to see how the big BD Thanos performs, especially when there's another BD Thanos on the table. And you didn't disappoint. It was especially with this choice of crises. So let us start with Rich. Well done trying to take down this really narrow but beefy roster. What was your do you have a feeling that Liam was going to do this? I mean, he has been playing it this way throughout the season. And if you did have a feeling he was going to do that, what was your plan in terms of your roster construction?
Yeah, I kind of thought he was. I mean, I knew he was going to go. I knew he was going to go tall. I kind of figured Thanos was going to be in there, but I thought I would have enough. I kind of hoped my Thanos rolled as well as his. I suppose was the long and short of it in the first part. But it's always hard. It's the one thing that Guardians I think do struggle against quite a bit. Our tall list, especially on this matchup. I was considering at one point putting Angela in for Rocket and Groot, which would have given me size 4 throws, which would have, if not done damage, it would have, reduced some of the terrain on the board that he had. But I toed and froed during the roster building stage. I went backwards and forwards on Ghost Rider over Thanos, back to Ghost Rider, back to Thanos. Ghost Rider has been real good to me throughout these however many games it is now, 8 or 9 or whatever it is.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, maybe it was a mistake not taking him this turn or this game, but I just felt like Thanos is very, very good in this game at the moment, almost irrespective of what roster he's in. He tends to shine under most people's leaderships, especially with Space Reality. And I really did think that the only counter to it was another Thanos. It just so happens that he managed to shred my Thanos very, very quickly with his and with Magneto. So yeah, it wasn't to be. But I think I was quite surprised actually once Thanos went down so quickly, how long the rest of the Guardians lasted and how well they did. I think Drax. If Drax had have survived here, I think it's game on because I think Drax has got enough output there to take down Jugs, and then I think Rocket Star would have enough to take out Thanos, focus firing him down.
1 health left with a Vengeance token probably, and he's punching, isn't he? He's just gonna.
Oh god, yeah, absolutely. But yeah, it was a really close game. Really enjoyed it. And I tried to get ahead early doors on the VPs, which I did. I think I was 4-1 up after the first round. But he's got three big characters with so much displacement that it was always going to be difficult for me to overcome that. And I did try and build for it. But maybe it was the wrong thing. Maybe I should have stuck to my original plans that I have done in the other games, and at 19 threat gone with Ghost Rider and brought in Gamora and Nebula. Who knows?
So, Rich, the big question then becomes, and this is what I'm very curious about: was your game plan to win on VPs or to out attrition, Liam?
Out attrition, yeah, absolutely out attrition.
I think it's very hard to outscore me on this one after turn 2, just because obviously the displacement, isn't it? Or
yeah,
you have to go for attrition early.
Yeah,
Uh,
yeah. So my
About that,
plan
I was a bit interested in your choice, Rich, to activate Thanos as your fourth character rather than your fifth in round one, giving Liam the chance to start hitting him already in round one. Even though it was a very smart placement by you, blocking Magneto from getting on the researcher with the asteroid M there. So, how come? What was your reasoning behind activating Thanos a bit earlier than you perhaps needed to?
Yeah, I mean, first of all, it was part of that to stop him getting on the researcher. I knew it was really important for me to get a lead early doors on the VPs. So I wanted to stop Magneto from being able to get there. I really thought he could take. I thought he would be able to take more of a punch than what he did, and I was fairly confident that he would last out more than what he did really. So yeah, misjudgment on my part, I think, on that side. But yeah, I mean, it was mainly there to try and block the researcher off.
Yeah, and it was elegant positioning for sure.
Yeah, that was nice to watch. Rich, maybe one last question. I know you kept rocking on the back point to score those points, but on the other hand, you never got Deadly Duo off, which could have been quite crucial in many points to this game, especially since he only had 3 characters anyway. What were you struggling, or why did you decide to hold on to that point?
I think there was. I didn't really see. I think there was one really good opportunity where I field dressing. Did a field dressing on Groot, and at that point, I had a decision to make, which was: do I field dressing Groot just to play Deadly Duo, or do I
Stagger
play it
match.
and then move Groot up? I'll be honest, and Liam heard this. Even though I've played, I don't know how many games with Magneto, completely forgot about the fact that I can't throw him off the back end of it. So I did forget that. That may have changed who I went with. But that was my thought process: is that I bring Groot up and then Groot, because I think Magneto was around about where Thanos was.
Yeah,
and a medium move. And I think at this point, Thanos only had 2 power, and I'd rooted him, so he couldn't even portal him. He couldn't even portal Magneto back in with Cosmic Portal. But absolute mind blank and completely forgot that. That I couldn't throw Magneto. But I think that may have been the right situation to do it, because I also think they were lined up in such a way that 4 shots, although 3 shots, although magnetic refraction is up, probably generates enough power for a Hadron Enforcer, and that then brings the chip damage in, which potentially takes out Magneto as well. But yeah, it was just Liam played it really, really well. That so much control from his team. Yeah, probably maybe did hold on to it a little bit too long.
Yeah. Huggy, any more questions for Rich?
And I'm good.
Good. Okay, so let's move over to the winner, Liam, representing Team GB. Big win for you, keeping us in the elimination rounds. You must be really chuffed.
Yeah, absolute glad with the win. It was, like Rich said, absolute tight game. I thought he had it when Mags died, because I didn't see an out at that point until obviously Thanos went in and then punched Groot, and I think he dazed,
Yeah.
or nearly dazed. Yeah, he dazed Drax, which gave me that then control of actions that were left, so that he couldn't steal the point again. And he had to then play defensive to obviously control the researcher and things like that again, rather than
Yeah. Liam, was your plan? You've been rocking this narrow list, I think, for much of the league. Was that always going to be your plan, or were you thinking of different things because of the fact you're playing into Guardians, who also had a Thanos?
As I said to Rich, I don't mind the Thanos on his side because I have a lot more close range damage than he's got. Obviously the range. He has range 4s and 5s for days that are energy, which is probably against my team one of the strongest attacks you can actually go for.
Right.
But refraction kind of mitigates that quite a lot. I feel, and as I think saw, Thanos was getting hit, and he just goes even on 2 dice. He's like, "Yeah, I'll ignore 3 damage a turn,"
Yeah.
which on 5 dice is about your average without the winging it. I was actually worried he did go for 16 because I didn't see a list that I was happy with at 16.
Mm.
I had it in my head. I was like, will I go Magneto Toad in Thanos, or is that just Researcher's a little harder for even taking things like Scarlet Witch is quite hard because obviously she has to be so close, and that makes her quite vulnerable.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So you stuck with the. So you must have been happy that you got 19 points because you could stick with a very Yeah.
Really comfortable.
Okay. And so your plan was, of course, attrition then, straight from early doors. Yeah.
Yeah. I when you move the Thanos up to use him as the control piece rather than using Star Lord as a bait to allow Thanos, like you say, to go last. Pardon me. I thought I could, if I flipped Thanos, which I did. I have the control of the game then because obviously I have all the control pieces. He's lost his big 8-point one that does all his fun stuff. He's just then down to like pretty much raw damage.
Mm-hmm.
Other than Drax, who can move Thanos and Mags, but it's mostly just raw damage output at that point. But there's not enough rounds that he's in range to hit people multiple times. Because most of the time you only get maybe one shot onto people. That's why I used a lot of my pushes and place within 2s was to just push people back so they only get one attack in, which one attack of 5 dice doesn't do enough damage to take down the 3 big guys normally.
Yeah. You by the end of the game, you're close to 15 minutes left on your clock. Were you feeling any pressure at all from the clock?
No, I think as Rich will probably say, I just talked a lot during my turns when I did it. I sat there quite a lot, just having conversations rather than doing the timer sort of thing. I don't think the clocks are that much of a worry. Again, I think, like you say, if you're playing 7 wide, there's obviously a lot more decisions to be made, a lot more reactions and things. But I think that's why I play tall as well, is because if you, what is there, an hour and 15, I can get pretty much nearly 25 minutes out of each character if I wanted to. And that's quite enough.
Yeah. The thing is, when you go with these narrow lists, that people get really a lot of paralysis analysis to make sure that they get the maximum value out of each of their actions.
Yeah, a lot of tunnel vision, definitely in this sort of mission as well. I don't think you're happy with it being demons and researcher when it came out.
No, not at all. Not at all.
It's just favored me so much more because that means I don't have to spend so much activations moving. I think Magneto only moved once this entire game when he got pushed back and then he moved forward again because he just asteroid M'd in and then did his business.
Huggy, what do you got for Liam?
We were speculating about when you moved up and eventually KO'd Groot, whether you could have thrown him. I think Indomitable was still online, but you had both Do You Know Who I Am as well as the throw on Juggernaut's injured side.
Yeah.
Was that and so that would open up the play to KO Rocket quite handily. Was that a line of play that was on your was possible to you, or did you have some reason not to go for it?
I'll put my hands up. I completely forgot it was range 2 for Rocket's bodyguard. So then he took it on. I think I would have been wasting the throws if I put them both into Groot there, because I wanted the field dressing spent as much as that as well, because I had more of a worry if Drax hit me twice on his normal attacks, then or he got hit and had like 4 or 5 power, he then gets hit by someone of mine. He puts a vengeance token on them. He field dressings on 1 health. He's getting 5 extra dice because of on his Titan killer, and he's getting 3 on that vengeance token. He is going to kill what he touches, and that is quite a worry. When he went for the stagger play with Groot, I thought he was actually going to go for Thanos, because I think it would have been more. Obviously, he would have got the actual throw out of it, and Thanos had like everything under the sun. He was incinerated. He was slow at that point. I think he was bleeding as well. He would have just neutered Thanos for that turn, which would have stopped the Thanos doing all the punching there. I think, but I think it's a lot harder on Rich's side as well after, because if he doesn't have things to reach Magneto, I don't have to go with Magneto first. I can just put up Fraction and then just sit on him, and then like I did Juggernaut there and get to do some fun stuff with Juggernaut, and then
You only went first with Magneto for the first 2 rounds, I think.
So it's in the second and then into third, yeah. So into second, I did it because I wanted that Thanos dead. I was so sad when he was left on 1 health, because he then med packed and we are Grooted it all back, and I'm like, it's gonna be one of those.
That
I
was
thought I was
close
never
one.
gonna get him when that happened, but I was lucky to. His dice, once he got cosmic portaled again by Thanos, even I think you took a 10 dice to the face and then had to get 6 dice again for me to kill him when he had like 2 health, which was again. His dice on his front side were really bad defensively because he rolled blanks and I think and hits. But then when he went to his injured side, he tanked quite a bit of damage, which he kind of does. He's on or off sort of thing. Yeah, it's like you say, it's hard I think against these sort of lists because you tunnel vision on. Once you start doing damage on something, you want to continue doing that damage. But if that takes too many activations or too much actions, there's these other 2 characters that are full health, and you normally have no way of killing them at that point. Which I think kind of
everyone who's ever played a game on stream, and particularly at this level, can vouch for that. As you were saying, tunnel vision is definitely a thing, and it's one thing to actually play the game, and a completely different thing of sitting on the sidelines and calling all the decisions.
Oh, you see everything when you're watching it, right? But when you're actually playing it, and I just want to say, Liam, thank you for the game as well, because it was, as you said, we were laughing and joking and keeping each other on point throughout of all of it as well. So yeah, it was really good. Really enjoyed it. There was one moment where I think you were contemplating going after Drax. I think he was on 1 health with Magneto. And it'd have given me priority. And in my head, I'm like, oh, if he does that, that is my absolute opportunity to open up on him if I get priority at all this game. But yeah, wasn't to be.
All right. Anything else, Huggy, before I wrap things up with Liam?
Only a big thank you to both of you guys for letting us stream the game, and sorry to see you go, Rich, and good luck in the next round, Liam.
Thank you. And
yes.
Thank you for streaming it.
Yeah, you're very welcome. We're very pleased. Going into the next round, I'm just taking a look. You're going to be facing possibly Brotherhood, Avengers, Guardians, Wakanda. What's this guy? Another Brotherhood and Web Warriors. Any worries of those affiliations you have yet to face?
I've only played Web Warriors like twice, so that's kind of a matchup I'm not too comfortable. Just known as playing against. Guardians is quite. It's a dicey matchup, as I said to start with Rich. To this game, it's just dice. I think kind of decides this. If his dice were hotter earlier on, and I didn't save as much on my Thanos would have been dead turn 2, and I would have lost all my control at that point. I enjoy a Brotherhood mirror because you give each other power. It's just a I'd quite like a Brotherhood off for the finals, just for the rage that it's the scenery that got us through to the finals. That'd be quite a nice one.
Okay, cool. Liam, we're going to wish you the best of luck. We'll be watching you, rooting for you as you're now the representative for GB. And thank you, everyone in the chat. You've been wonderful this evening, really engaging. Got us up to 69 followers, or chatters, viewers, something like that. It was really amazing tonight. But before we go, I think, Rich, you wanted to talk a little bit about some special event you've got going on.
Yes, yeah, thank you, Norbert. And just yeah, Liam, all the best of luck, mate, for the next round. It'd be great if you could get a UK time again, so we can stream it again at a reasonable hour. But yes. So guys, thank you, Norbert. You may have seen Facebook, Discord, all those other places. It was the 1 year anniversary of the channel of the YouTube channel earlier this week. And it kind of also coincided with like just going over the 2,000 subscriber mark. So I have a charity event organised. It's not a 28-hour marathon like we did last time. I don't think I could do that again. But we're going to be doing a Marvel Crisis Protocol quiz night. It's coming up on this Saturday, so the 23rd of April, 8 p.m. UK time, so British summertime. We have a huge number of prizes. I've been inundated with the number of prizes. I've had 3 or 4 more messages just whilst playing this. But everything from full boards of terrain that we've got up for raffle at the moment. One for the North America, one for UK and EU. So shout out to Thoras and Marcus for those ones. We've got vouchers for local gaming stores. We've got character packs. We've got one-on-one coaching sessions with some of the best players in the world. So Pat Dunford, Aaron Collier, Mark from Roster Doctor, Quinn as well. I don't know if Quinn counts as a good player, but so many really good prizes. The event is free, but obviously we are trying to raise money for a charity here in the UK, a children's cancer charity. So yeah, anyone who wants to come along, we've got all sorts of things happening. So yeah, it'd be great to have as many there as possible.
Awesome. That is amazing, Rich.
Great.
Congratulations to you for putting that together. You're also a content creator, so go ahead and shout out where people can find you.
People can find me generally shouting at the sky, but over on Rich Mid Gaming on YouTube, we do all sorts of different content, live streaming games. We do a lot of starter content as well, 3-box challenge stuff and roster building and all that kind of good stuff. So yeah, you can check me out on YouTube on Rich Mid Gaming.
Yeah, and you do that often with Quinn, the youngest MCP player in the world, right?
Yeah, well, I'm currently I think I have 3 months left of my community service, and then once that's finished, Quinn will be getting passed on to Aaron from Web Warrior Protocols, and then I think he starts his community service and looks after Quinn for a year. I think is how it works.
Right on. Be looking forward to that. Aaron's also streaming now too, so it'll be good to see some of his content. All right, everyone. Thanks again to both players. Thanks to everybody who was watching, and we hope to stream another game for you soon. Take care, everybody, and good night.
Good night.